Hey, welcome back to my video blog, How to Build Thriving Teams. My name is Tim, and today we're going to talk about building trust and the three most important things that every leader must do in order to build trust on their teams. Now, Stephen Covey, the celebrated author of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, once said that trust is the glue of life, and it's that foundational principle in all relationships. See, healthy, thriving teams are built on trust. Now, there's a lot of examples that I could give for this, but I feel like the best example is our U.S. Special Forces, and the Navy SEALs in particular. They are the absolute tip of the spear. And what makes them so elite is not just their training, although it's pretty amazing, but really what makes them be able to operate at such an amazing level, to accomplish things that most people would never think possible, is because of the trust and interdependence they have on one another. They are, in the truest sense, a team. See, when Navy SEALs start out in their BUDS training, what the whole purpose of that is not really to test physical fitness so much, but it's to eliminate the individual self out of this unit. It really is to create a true bond, a interdependent team. And from the get-go, they're separated into boat teams, and they're expected to do everything together. They're not even allowed to go and eat alone, but they're supposed to have other people with them. And I think this is a beautiful example of just what we're talking about with just trust and really what that means. Navy SEALs are able to go into the most precarious situations and carry out amazing missions because of their trust on one another. They're willing to trust each other with their lives because they trust in their commitment, they trust in their ability, and they trust in their character. So how do we as civilians take these learnings from the Navy SEALs and apply them to our professional life? Well, I think there are 3 main things that are most important for leaders to do in order to build trust with their teams. And the first is communication. I think that it's almost impossible for a leader to over-communicate with their teams. They need to share with their teams frequently what is most important, why it's most important, and then they need to share it again. See, poor communication is one of the biggest contributors to a lack of engagement and commitment amongst the team. And it's what really keeps teams from being able to thrive. So leaders need to communicate, and they need to communicate often. Now, the second important thing that I think every leader needs to do to build trust is to simply be present. I think leaders too often don't really understand the value of their presence among their team. If your team only ever sees or hears from you when something's wrong, you're never going to build trust that way. See, the factory age is over. You can't just simply step out of your office, bark a bunch of commands, and then go back to your office and expect your team to really thrive and really commit. See, your team wants to know and wants to be known by their leaders. They want to feel a connection to them. And so spend time with them, work alongside them, talk with them. See, presence builds commitment, and it builds engagement, and ultimately builds trust. Now, the third thing that I think is most crucial that every leader needs to do in order to build trust with their team is to be trustworthy. Have integrity. Be honest. Do what you're going to say you're going to do, and follow through on your commitments and follow through timely. Solicit input from your team and ask for their opinions and their feedback, and then follow up on that feedback. And build a team of other people who are trustworthy. When you do that, you will see that your team will start to thrive like you've never seen before. There's going to be a sense of true collaboration, a true healthy interdependence and accountability, and a true sense of commitment towards your overall mission or objective. So communicate, be present, be trustworthy. That's how you build trust with your team. Hey, I want to thank all of you who have subscribed to this blog over the last year or so. I hope that you've found it really helpful to you and hope that you've shared it with others. How to Build Thriving Teams as a blog is going to sort of take a hiatus, and I'm going to be sort of shifting my time and my energy into some other areas, and So I don't know if and when we'll post again in How to Build Thriving Teams, but I will definitely keep you informed at what's happening with TimBartlett.me, and as we do some other writing or other posts in different areas, you'll be the first to know. But thank you guys so much. If you have questions, comments, or if you'd like to reach out and connect with me, please continue to do so. You can find me through the contact form on my website, which is TimBartlett.me, or you can find me on Facebook at my personal site, or Tim Bartlett Coaching, which is my Facebook page. I hope to connect with you guys soon. See you later.